Welcome to the NRC Lego Cup Series, race number 1, season number 1 here at Daytona. And if you guys remember the duels, Tony Blazer and Henry Nova were your two winners, which Henry Nova is supposed to start third, but I forgot about that. I don't know what happened, but I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you somehow. No, it's fine. It's just starting position. It's not a finishing result. But anyway, so we get the season underway with the first command to fire the engines. Here it is.
Drivers, start your engines!
It wasn't really that exciting.
All right, boys, just like we talked about in the meeting, what's going to pay off for us today is patience and consistency. Good, smooth racing on the racetrack, and that's what will take us up to the front. We'll be there at the end of this thing.
And there was Tony Blazer's crew chief telling him, just stay up in the front and we'll be fine. Giving them some motivation. But if you guys remember the Oreo Nationwide Series, Derek Williams, who's starting third right now, he is able to drive. He was uninjured. Everybody was uninjured and released. So that's a good sign. No fans were hurt. So there was a crazy wreck there in Daytona yesterday, or last nationwide. But here we go. Green flag racing here in Daytona. Let's get the season underway for the Lego Cup Series. Tony Blazer will lead them. Tony Blazer, I'm sorry. Sorry if I mess up your name. It's just kind of like, I don't know. Sorry, Tony. But as he's leading them down the backstretch with Henry Nova next to him, which it should be Derek Williams. I'm sorry. We will see a lot of 3, possibly 4 wide racing like we saw in the Nationwide Series. So it should be really exciting here. And what somebody told me was I was one of the first people who did a Nationwide Series duel. If you guys really want his name, is Stephen Pollard III. I didn't even realize that, and I was like, yeah, cool. Like, that was pretty exciting. Like, I didn't even realize that. We come down the backstretch on lap number 2. That is 55 of Joey Murphy was on the low side, and that I believe the 14. Yeah, that's Allie Ann, who's out in front right now. And it should be a lot of tight racing, since this has 42 drivers in it. And the Nationwide Series has only 36, as we see 4 wide racing. You guys see right now, it is very close and very tight racing. 4 wide is never good. This can ruin some drivers' hopes early in the race. Some of these drivers are not in good position. As there's the big crash, there it is. Drew Austin involved. We're on board with him. As here is the big one very early. Oh! The 52 involved right there hard. This caution is out for the first time today here in Daytona. As Alex Lozano will lead them to the yellow flag, as that was Ryan McLemore who took a hard lick. We will get back and show you how this happened. And here it was. 4 wide racing, like we said. It's gonna hurt these drivers. As you see, Zach Warren, I think he just got loose from the 01 making contact with him. They just get turned, and unfortunately Drew Austin was ahead of them. But unfortunately, his car had to be on the edge, just the left rear quarter panel, barely. And as we watch the carnage, the 88 of Nicole Williams gets away with it. So does Time Pollard. Wow. Who gets hard licks? Doesn't look like anybody, but oh, right there. We'll watch the 52 of Ryan McLemore. Watch it right here. He tries to get out of it as he gets hit with Charles Sanford and then Jake Blicker behind him. That is the 12 of Kyle Thomas, who's trying to get in between, and he gets through it. Luckily, oh, and the 42 hitting that is Ben Cannon, who was in the hard wreck in the Nationwide series. Look at the 17 of Viatoro. Look at that. That was very close. And some onboard cameras. Let's get an onboard camera from Dakota Brandon in the 43 as the wreck is about to occur. There, right there. He doesn't get much damage. He just gets hit on the right side a little bit, but he does get out of it. So does Tony Blazer. Let's go on board with him. See how he got out of this. See, he's running full wide as well, and he just falls back. Smart move on him. Slamming the brakes. No damage for him. He runs all the way up to the top of the race. He drives all the way to the top of the racetrack to get away from Drew Austin. We'll go on board with your Nationwide winner, Mike Wagner. See if he was involved in all of this. As you see, he's in the middle. He sees that those cars, they look four wide to him. See, he can't see anything. Spotter is his driver right now. So he gets out of it. Luckily, with only the slightest bit of damage. So we'll bring you up to Alex Lozano, who led them to the yellow flag. We will get back to you with the 1 to go. And we're back with the 1 to go, coming out of turn 4. Dakota Brandon, Jake Williams, Charles Sanford, Henry Nova, Ryan McLemore, Ben Cannon, and Amy Shelley were the drivers who unfortunately did not finish the race. All of them retired, besides McLemore, who had the accident, who went up into the wall at like 125 miles an hour. So, as we go green flag racing, as the green flag is back in the air. As you see, that's Alex Lozano, right there, out in front, but with no help, so that could affect him with the drivers who are getting help. Just the 08 of Cody Moore helping Joey Murphy up to the front. So these cars are pretty much spread out. And this is a 30-lap race, so this will take a while. This is no nationwide race with only 20 laps. So this will take a bit if we don't get any more cautions. As it's Allie Ann who will lead them on lap number 9. Back at the restart. You see, these drivers are sort of getting the draft and catching up to the front. And this line goes all the way back to James Green Jr., who has fallen back and very slow. So we'll get you back to the front. Still 3 wide. Third, that's Nick Nealman, and then 29, who wrecked in the nationwide races. We do see 4 wide. Oh, but they saved it. It looked like that was about to be a spin. They do get through this. Now these Cup cars are a little tough to handle, but they are They do have handle, but not as much, so it's getting more exciting racing towards like the end. Your pole sitter, Tony Blazer, right there behind Nicole Williams, as you're on board with, right, or who are we seeing right now? So as we complete 11 laps here in Daytona, who led that one? That was Nick Nealman, just over Alleyne by just the slightest bit. And once we get down into the backstretch, you can see that this is it. Some of those stragglers in the back, as there's Tony Blazer out into the inside. Sorry, Tony, I'm gonna have to get used to that, since you told me in the shootout. That is James Shelley II, I believe. Yeah, James Shelley II, who started last, or 41st, excuse me, last, close, who is now up in the top 5. Or, excuse me, top 10. Well, he looks like he's in the top 5. He's about to be, since he's on that low side. And the pack is starting to pull away, so we will go to James Green Jr. and see where he is at. He is coming out of turn 4. They're coming down the backstretch, so they will be closing in on him. It might affect the pack of who's going to be out in front. It's not going to be no 3 wide once they catch up to James Green Jr. Can Tony Blazer make it 3 wide? He doesn't, as Nick Newman will put a block on him. He put another block on him, on Tony, in that whole low side. So as we completed 13 laps here, Nick Nealman still out in front. Or Nick Nealman is out in front. Sorry about that confusion. We are still 3 by 3 by 3. And there is your Daytona winner for the Nationwide Series, Mike Wagner, who's running about 4th right now. So we'll see if he can win a back-to-back and clinch the clinch Daytona, which has never been done ever, I believe. But there is the lap car of James Green Jr. Will he be a factor? He does. He becomes a big factor. 2 cars make it. And the rest of them come along. This is hurting the high side the most. This is spreading out the whole field. Wow. This is spreading out the whole field. Wow. That is crazy. A lot of these drivers are falling back. Like Alex Lozano, who led them on the restart, is now one of the last drivers to pass James Green. So they have caught up to the leaders, but now I believe the leaders will pull away from the drivers who are all alone in the back. Did Michael Wagner get a... we're wondering about him because he is your Daytona winner. See if he can clinch the series. Nationwide and Cup. Yes, he does. But now everyone's back here is like in a single file line just drafting each other to get back up here. Which they will, I believe sooner or later they will be able to be back 3 wide racing back all the way back. But it will be a while. There's your Bud Shootout winner, Lily Murphy, in 4th right now. And Henry Nova is out of the race, your 2nd dual winner, with Tony Blazer being your 1st dual winner. And next race, by the way, is going to be in Kansas. Nationwide and Cup will be with each other for 3 weeks, and they will split up on race number 4. Nationwide will go to Bristol, and Cup will go to Texas. So it should be some exciting racing for both sides of the NRC. And what did we say? They are back close together, but some of these drivers have fallen back. So we'll go back. Tony Blazer, one of them. They have fallen back to as much as 2 seconds. So very so some of these drivers are hoping for a caution. And some of these drivers are not, such as these guys in the front. There are 22 drivers that are within a second from the leader, and these are your 22 drivers. As we see 4 wide, possibly, but they get out of it. Wow. You see some tight racing here in Daytona. It's 3 wide for the lead. Robert Pollard makes it 4 wide. So they do get out of the 4 wide just to be safe. And the leaders are soon to be catching up to James Green Jr. again. As now it's a girl 1-2 right now. Allie Ann and Lily Murphy out in front from the other 20 drivers, as Robert Pollard is leading the rest of the other 20. Oh, but look at this! Sorry, I'm just using Shift V. These guys have teamed up and just bump drafting each other to the front. Wow, smart idea from these guys. Especially. Oh, do we see 4 wide in the back? Oh, it's tight right here. Get out of it. Let's see. But they have dropped to 4 seconds, so it's going to take them quite a long time for them. I don't think it'll be enough. So Allie Ann still your leader here in Daytona, the season opener for NRC. We're on board with Henry Sanford, who with Charles, I believe he's still on the track. No, he's off the track, and Gene is right here though, so it's gonna be a good and here's the lap car. The lap car might help some of these drivers in the back, as you see, but they'll help the low side possibly right here. Yes! Oh my goodness! 4 drivers get out of it without any difficulty. But as they do come back up to speed, this is helping these drivers in the back. Wow! And this race is getting better and better. Allie Ann lost the lead, unfortunately. Wow, so this is very, very different of an outcome as we expected, as these are your 4 leaders right now. And they're catching up on some more lap traffic, but will they catch up to them before the race is over? And as everyone's going to try and bump draft each other to the front. This is insane racing here in Daytona. I'm very hungry right now. Side by side for the lead, Nicole Williams and Nick Nealman. I believe Drew Austin is off the track. No, he is not. He is... Oh yeah, he was one of those drivers. He was with Jake Blicker right here. They were both drafting each other. And this is Stephen Pollard? Oh, Time Pollard, who is out in front right now, making it 3 wide for the lead. That is Henry Sanford in that 45 Dixie car. And there's your defending Oreo Nationwide winner in Daytona, Michael Wagner, who's gonna make it 4 wide for the lead. Oh, it's gonna be tough to get out of this. And they somehow do get out of it, as Michael Wagner is out in front. Wow. We kind of see more full wide action. Oh, but they give a little contact. So watch it from high above. As there's the lap traffic right there, as you saw in the beginning of this. And look at how wide they are, how spread out. Will Michael Wagner possibly win here in the Cup Series and the Nationwide Series? No, and remember how I screwed up? I thought it was James Shelley. I didn't know what I was thinking. Oh, Michael Wagner's going to the pits! Michael Wagner is going into pit road. Oh, what is going on there? I think you might need to make a tire change. Wow, do these guys need to make pit stops? We'll find out, but if they do, this will change the whole race dramatically. So defending Oreo Nationwide Daytona winner, or season opener winner, Michael Wagner, who's in the pits right now. Will any of these other drivers be pitting? Yes! Pit stops are going to be occurring. Will anybody not need pit stops? As Michael Wagner might be one of the drivers who will win this race if the pit strategies work out as planned. Is Drew Austin right there, a lap car, holding up a couple of these drivers. Pit stops are going to be a factor here in the LEGO Cup Series. I've not had experience with the 15% race, but there goes Joey Murphy and Allie Ann and a lot of other drivers. As that is Nicole Williams, who has not pit yet. And the rest of these drivers coming out of pit road. Where's Michael Wagner? Oh, there's a caution! Is there a caution? Where? They're trying to get it. No, there's no caution! But we will get Michael Wagner right here, who is in apparently 32nd. Oh my goodness gracious. So as pit stops cycle through, there goes Nicole Williams. Derek Williams is still not going to be pitting. Wow! Who's behind him? Tom Gerard. We are still green. This Tom Girard is actually first. Derek Williams is apparently a lap down or some. Oh no, I think he just got off pit road. Who is in second right now? Alex Lozano, who's in pit road. Wow. So let's go to Tom Girard, as this is an odd ending to the race. To believe he will come out and win here in Daytona. Tom Girard's gonna win. Wow. What a crazy finish. I don't even think Tom Girard even pit. So, is this gonna be a fight? Where's Alex Lozano? He's gonna finish second, possibly. I don't know. I really don't know how this is gonna work. I think right here will show you the official standings. Michael Wagner did finish in the top 10. So, a quite odd finish to the Daytona here in the LEGO Cup Series. So we export this. Tom Girard is your winner, as here are your official standings. And we will see you guys in Kansas. Great job to Tom Girard for winning here in Daytona in the season opener.